Hey everybody, Mike Wood here with Wild Utah Edibles. Take a little walk with me. Let's go see what we've got growing out here in Eagle Mountain on one of my favorite hiking hills. I think it's really fun to get out in early spring, even winter, and see the things that are growing. So here we have some desert groundsel that is popping up. And as you can see, it's got some pretty significant leaves, so it's been growing for quite a while underneath this juniper here. And I've noticed a few other little seedlings as well, and of course we've got this little star moss that is thriving. So a lot more happening out here in the desert than you might expect. And then of course from last year, we've got some mustard plants here. Poor man's pepper right there. We've got last year's tumbleweeds, so you know we're going to have those coming up right there pretty soon. They like a lot of heat, so it'll take some summer heat before they'll really start popping up. Definitely still got some snow here, but there are some things growing right down here, so let's check them out. It's definitely a bit muddy when you're out this early in the year, but it sure is nice to get some fresh air. This is something that I like to show during winter. You'll see a lot of plants that are normally green leaved that will turn red, kind of a maroon red in their leaves during winter, during the cold. That's a little Daggerpod plant growing there. We've got another one up here, one right there that has green leaves, another little small one back in there, another one over here. There's quite a few of them around this little area right here. Some wild buckwheat that is still alive and has some leaves during the winter here, at the end of winter. There's one of the old stems from it. You can see if we look back over on this one, there's some old flower stems, quite a few of them that are still standing on that one. So several wild buckwheat here. Another one that's common out here is the broom snakeweed, which you can see right along the trail right there. And you can see the little yellow tops of it all over out there. Last year's apparently dead plants. And of course the flower tops definitely are dead, but if you look just down below those flower tops, you can see new growth already coming out. Right there, early February, we've got green poking up in the desert. You'd be surprised what else you'd start seeing early on. So to some, there isn't a whole lot of beauty out here in the desert. And during the winter, you might think there's not a whole lot alive. But I still feel like there's quite a bit that you can appreciate. You just have to get down close to the ground sometimes to see it. And I have to say, I'm really liking this plant right here. Fungi. One of the evergreens that we have here in Utah is the juniper, the Utah juniper. This particular tree has a lot of ripe berries that are ready to fall off. And if it were a dire situation, you could eat those. Down below, protected under this tree, we've got some moss really greening up, and waking up here. Quite beautiful, actually. Another evergreen here is this desert cliff rose. There's a little plant that is very, very common out here in the desert that you generally don't see red. That's our red stem filary. What a beautiful plant. And a bunch of tiny ones coming up. I saw this ridge of rocks jutting out and thought it would be a prime place to find some claret cup. And sure enough, look at that. Hedgehog cactus, claret cup. You can see the old flowers from last year. Beautiful bright red flowers in the summer. Another outcropping and another claret cup right down there next to that boulder, just to the left of it. Oh, there's another one back behind it. These look a little healthier, especially that one. There's another one right over here. A little sunflower from last year. Some toad flax. It's nice to get out and just clear your mind a little bit. Not getting a whole lot of sunshine today, which a half hour ago I thought I might if I took this little walk, but it's fun to get out and look at the plants and see what they look like when they're young. And the variety that's here, kind of guess what some of the seedlings might be based on the dead plants around them. That's why I like knowing the plant from young to old. There's one that I was hoping to see and expected to see more red on it, actually. So I'm kind of surprised to see this so green, but it is on the sunny side of the hill. We're on the east slope, but that is our dune evening primrose. A good medicinal plant. How about some marine fossils out in the desert? I'm guessing sea cucumbers. Well, thanks for joining me on this little trip. I hope to see you soon out on a live tour. And if you liked this, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe to the channel. Have a great day, everyone. That's salsify. And right in there, oh, that's a blade of grass. I thought it was possibly a stem from a flower from sago lily. They like to hide under there. There's some more salsify falling down there.